It's handy to have bones. You become more powerful with the more bones you have. But yeah, all right, let's do it. Let's jump into the news. I am actually excited with what one we're going to start with. So, you might have noticed the title of the stream. So let's do the gaming news, shall we? Let's do it. Alright, it's time for the news. I feel like I should have like a default this is the news screen.
What is up, Drama Alert Nation, and your host Daimono, and let's get right into the news.
Look, I feel like we're reaching a point, chat, with the TTSs where I might not have to actually talk. We might be able to just have the TTS like just like do it. You guys can just write the script for the news. How about that? Actually, what am I looking for? I was looking for something in particular. Chat, I was looking for something. Chat, what was I looking for? Oh no. I was thinking about, because I feel like I may have like spoiled the thing I want to talk about here. Which is Jack O, which we'll talk about in a moment. I'm frantically trying to find something that I've put somewhere, and I don't know where I've put it.
In other news, it seems like the cat litter wasn't changed, and now I'm going to pee on the couch.
Manic, you can't put these words into my mouth. That's not fair. Can't do that. Oh my gosh, where did I put this? Hang on. I've legitimately lost something. Alright. I might have to come back to this. Alright. So. Alright, let's do it. News time. Gross, who actually likes Jacko? Fuck you, CJ. Alright. So, it was a decent amount of news this week. It's an okay amount. It's not an insane amount. And there's a few sort of funny ones. Some of them we'll be only touching on because most of it actually, I would say this is a week of Pokemon. There was a couple of fighting game news pieces that we will touch on. A few little things. A lot less business this week. But we will definitely be touching on this, which is Jack-O, my absolute queen of a character. I love Jack-O. I think her design is killer. She is just my favorite fighting game character design ever. And yeah, she was in the story for Guilty Gear Strive. She came from Exerd pretty much like unchanged apart from the swap in her hair, because she went from being Jack-O to Aria Jack-O. And yeah, she is like the main character's waifu. Like, she's finally returned, and I'm very excited because she plays very different. If you've never played Guilty Gear Exerd, you will be in for a surprise on how her playstyle is. As Medic mentions, Jack-O MOBA.
Want me to tell you why you're here?
Oh god, the English.
Will I find out if we fight him together? Now you're getting it.
God, it was in English. No English. I know, it's weird, Medic. But there she is. She has her ball and chain back.
Anyway, you know I know, right? What you're really after?
She has her minions back. Yeah, the VA is in English. I'm not a huge fan of Big Strive. When she doesn't do the cutesy voice, she's alright. Her poses. Everyone's super just like talking about her like poses and stuff. Aria, one of the Valentines, a essentially fabricated human from the backyard, is here to stay, unlike a lot of the other Valentines. And what I love about her is she's gone from a character. Each of the Valentines also have basically gained their own sentience. They're basically humans now. And Arya was essentially the prototype for all of the Valentines. She's a fragmented person from the backyard, like, manifestation. And what's great about it is that Jacko is essentially the biggest piece of her. And Sol managed to return her back and got her back. Arya's here in Jacko form. And so, if you didn't see, so the play style is very different to previously how she was. So instead of placing houses, her system now seems to work with the idea that she is a, I guess, Venom-like character, which is weird, where she actually she will place the minion down and then kick it at you. So they're like the billiard balls from Venom, which Venom's not in the game, and he is essentially retired. So the likelihood of him coming back anytime soon isn't high, but it does mean that the system here is already here if they do want to use it. But holy shit, she reminds me of Paimon. Yeah, I don't think I could do Genshin in English. But yeah, I did like the people the other day trying to do an ass up, head down pose IRL. I mean, her poses are like legendary for like the fighting game community. But yeah, fighting game stories always have me like, oh god. Yeah, I really like. So the thing is that's different about Guilty Gear to other things, CJ, is Guilty Gear literally is a visual novel. You don't play the story. The story, you watch the story. You literally get an anime when playing Guilty Gear, and so. It's quite long. Strive's story is actually probably the longest by far as well. And it's just really fun to see a lot of the crazy story that exists in it because it goes full anime. Like, the world is post-apocalyptic magical and it's gorgeous and fun and all the characters are interesting. The writing was top-notch this time around. Like, characters were just wonderful to like watch their story play out. Ironically, Giovanna was probably the only one that was the weak one, I would say, out of the entire story. Ass, what did I walk into? Hey, Superwoman. We're talking about Jacko, and I think talking about ass is appropriate, especially when the scene here comes up with Jacko and Arya. I still need an explanation for my boy Faust. I mean, Faust is the, where do you get a dapper suit? I don't know. It seems like Faust has gone insane again. Something's happened. Something broke Faust in the time period that he was getting his sanity back. So the fact that there's a cutscene in the credits that has Faust walking with the last of the I was gonna say the contractors. What are they called? The people who basically manipulated the world. They're back. So well, at least only one of them is alive still. So I don't know if Faust's involvement with him has caused something, but I imagine with the additional story that will be coming up soon enough in the newer updates, I think that it coming out next year, either late this year or next year, it'll come up at the end of this trailer, but that content drop will probably explain a lot more additional stuff to what happened while Sol was doing everything he was doing. I once walked into a woman's bust because I left the store well before she did and I wasn't looking where I was going. I like that's like a story you have, CJ. You walked in straight into a woman. Hi Panda, how you doing? Welcome on in. But yes, I absolutely love Jacko. She is not a character that is particularly easy to play. She plays very different and this one plays even more different to how she played last time. So she's a lot more like Venom. So I don't know if I will necessarily gel with her because Venom was a character I never really worked well with. He took a lot of particular set play that I didn't really gel with. Especially considering I play Leo as my main, a boy who is extremely unga bunga. It'll be funny for me to try this version of Jacko and see how we deal with her. But she's just amazing. I just love her. I could talk about this character for quite some time. She's just awesome. But yes, so if you didn't see, so we are getting Jacko is the current character. Previous character was Gold Lewis Dickinson. Next one is probably I actually probably already know who the 3 new characters coming out from the data mine stuff. We knew that these 2 were coming. I'm fairly sure I know who the 3rd one is, and that will be a pretty big fucking deal. Because the way they're doing it is new character, return a character, new character. So there's not many new characters we can talk about, and then return a character, new character. So the thing is, this is new story is coming out in 2022. The new character is probably going to be releasing in towards the end of the year, I guess. I'd be shocked if it's like a couple months away, but and then these 2 will be probably early next year. Like I would imagine January, February, and then probably like I don't know, April, May. He has what in his son? Don't worry, medic. My birthday's tomorrow for you. Oh, happy birthday, Selmers. We get to celebrate your birthday on stream. But yes, I spent a lot of time talking about Jacko just because I wanted to talk about it. But yeah, that's Jacko. All right. Jumping next into Boyfriend Dungeon content warning will be updated. So if you didn't see, apparently Boyfriend Dungeon has triggered lots of people in lots of different ways with a whole heap of various different content pieces. It is a visual novel that tries to touch on certain various different character archetypes and personalities and individuals, and apparently it's frustrated some people. I feel like the writing for this was trying to be a bit explorative, and it may have backfired a bit. I don't know the specifics because I haven't looked into it, but it is very funny because we talked about this one being a bit of a trap for some people with how it's designed, but it's not necessarily a bad thing having content made for females to males or males to males, and like it's very much you're meant to be like the sexy boy dungeon place, but it seems like it may have gone a slightly off the rails, or people are a little touchy on certain things. I'm unsure. But we'll see if this is something that keeps up. If this continues into next week, this might be something that might be a bit of a spiral. We'll see. I'm expecting $1 Australian. Summers, when are you sending up your PayPal so we can do that? Nier Reincarnation new chapter and arena mode will be released in August. So I literally just started playing Reincarnation the past few days. It is definitely an auto-play gacha game, that's for damn sure. The tone of it's wonderful. I don't know how much I'm curious about playing this game in particular. Yeah, I really like Nier, but this is so far Nier story-like, but definitely not in gameplay, so we'll see. We'll definitely talk about that one in a moment, Medic. But yeah, that's where we're at with Nier at the moment. And I'll talk about it more probably as I learn more. More fighting game news. Street Fighter V Akira gameplay trailer recalls Rival Schools. Akira is finally coming out. If you've never played Rival Schools, you probably won't know what the fuck's going on in this. Yeah, 3D fighting game was pretty fun. I didn't play a lot of it, so I don't have a huge attachment to these characters, but people really, really want a new Rival Schools. I mean, I could say that about any old fighting game that hasn't had a new release. People want old fighting games to come back, and it's hard to do. We're not in the era where you can speedily make a fighting game that you can mass market to everyone. It takes a lot to make a modern fighting game, but Akira looks good in this. I think that her animations look good. I think like she looks pretty okay to play. And I think the fact that you actually get a Rival School stage coming back, as well as like a straight up, they'll show it shortly, but getting another character straight up on scene. Right there! By the way, I have no idea how the new V skills work. I have not followed Street Fighter V after a certain point. There he is! I can't even remember the name of that character, but like, I'm fairly sure he's the MC as well. Like, I don't think Akira is. I'm fairly sure he's meant to be the main like boy you play as in rival schools. Is this Street Fighter? Yeah, it's Street Fighter 5. But yeah, I have not played Street Fighter 5 in a long time, so a lot of the skill stuff, I don't know how they work now, because I don't think I played when there was like second V skill. I think I only played when it was just the one. It's a very simplistic looking super, but it's kind of satisfying. And the weird paint thing. But yeah, so her other costumes look really good. I think she looks really good in the schoolgirl outfit. I think that her in the tracksuit looks really good too. But a lot of it's the problem I feel like with this game is everything's just a bit bland. But yeah, so Dan, Rose, Oro, Akira is coming out soon, and now Luke, we're learning about him. So pretty much we've got the full thing. I'm fairly sure this is where all of this ends. A lot of content in Street Fighter 5 now. If you were to get into that game, there is a shitload to play. Like, I didn't even play Gil, is the thing here. I have the best news you'll ever hear. I'm in Hunter Rank 3. Oh, nice, Waddy. Congrats. We'll be playing GU tomorrow if you're going to be around. Yo, is that the world? What? What? Where? The world? The stand? What are you talking about? Are you talking about Gil? Are you talking about Gil? Or are you talking about... no, not Urian. I've forgotten this character. The blue thing? Gil. Gil is the leader of the Illuminati. Before this screen? Wait, here? You talking about 11? 11's just... He's just an amorphous blob boy. He just can turn into things. He's like... He's going to replace the random character as a, like... It's 11 that turns into a character. It's a fun thing they're adding. It was a bit weird. I don't know why they've done that. The world is not the world. If anything... Actually, CJ, here's the thing. If you don't know, Street Fighter has a stupid amount of references to JoJo. Speaking about JoJo, we might actually jump into that now. So, if you guys have not been paying attention, JoJo's Bizarre Adventure is ending. Well, I'll recorrect myself. It has ended. I've actually read the final chapter of JoJo Part 8. And, yeah. This is kind of why I wanted to talk about this. That end fucking chapter, it was super weird. The weirdest ending to the weirdest, arc, that's for sure. I really didn't like Part 8, chat. I really didn't. It just dragged its fucking heels. What a really long arc that just did nothing. But the final few chapters does a lot of setup for possibly the world that they were currently in that they should have previously done setup, but also the rest of them, the next arc, which we have JoJo's Bizarre Adventure spin-off manga announced, which is one thing, which is actually not being written by Araki. It is being written by the guy that wrote... No, that's the illustrator is the No Guns, No Life guy. It is written by... I don't know if they have it here. Purple Haze. No, it hasn't. He actually wrote something that like I saw someone talk about it and it triggered, and I was like, oh shit, okay, I know that. But the other thing is that it will not be. God, thank you, CJ. Good to see my bot knows how to read JP very well. I might need to get a new... I thought about it. Maybe we need a new voice. We should think of... Chat, we should find a good voice. But yeah, so... We're getting a spin-off is one thing, which we've had spin-offs before for JoJo. There's at least 3. But getting a spin-off manga that is following like a lot of just other stuff. Like I don't think it'll be about George. I'm not sure if this is actually detailed who it's about, but I think it's called, the next arc though, however, will be called JoJo Land. So the other thing they revealed that's more important is part 9 is going to be coming soon. And I don't know how long it'll be off. Now that part 8's ended, it might be a break, quite a break till we get part 9, but JoJo Lands will be coming as the new arc. And I think that the names for these two have been terrible. JoJo Line into JoJo Lands. I don't know if there's a purpose to either. JoJo Line wasn't really something that cashed in, and JoJo Lands does not sound that interesting to me. But one thing is that we're gone of the days of having things called Stone Ocean or Steel Ball Run or Battle Block Theater. But it's yeah. Hopefully Araki can get his shit together for part 9. But I'm excited either way because those last 2 chapters had some really fucking JoJo moments, and it felt like Araki really understood the core of what he makes again, rather than whatever he was trying to do with. It felt like he wanted to tell a different type of story with JoJo Line, and I don't think it worked. It was very strange. Spent a lot of time talking about it last night after I finished reading it, and yeah, I just was not happy with this one. Steel Ball Run in English, man. Oh man, Medic. Steel Ball Run is easily my favorite of all of the JoJos. Steel Ball Run is crazy good. That'll be the one after Stone Ocean, which is airing very soon as an anime. So hopefully, if they do Stone Ocean successfully, we will see Steel Ball Run animated. And Steel Ball Run's wonderful. I think that one will be really fun to see animated too. Is it in English? I want to read it, but I can't seem to find it. You have to look in very specific places, Medic, I think. I would assume it's not too bad these days. I read it as it was as it was releasing. I pretty much read all JoJo as it releases in Japan. So, but yeah, there's your anime news. I actually thought about talking about another piece of anime news, which will pair with it. I thought maybe we should do like anime time periods, like we'll talk about things, but this one is a pretty sad one. We've already lost a very important person in the anime/manga industry, and now we're losing another one, unfortunately. So if you guys didn't see, director Masami Suda, who made the thing that inspired the art style for JoJo, has passed away. The Fist of the North Star animation director has passed on. He was the lead character designer, and I think character animator as well. And he worked on shows like Gacha Man, Genie Family. I don't know what Genie Family is. He did a lot of work for Toei. He made things for Yu-Gi-Oh! Beautiful Joe. Shit, I didn't know he did Beautiful Joe. He worked as the character designer for Yokai Watch. This man was extremely prevalent. If you've probably seen his face, I feel like a lot of people must have seen this guy's face. He's one of those ones where, I don't know, he just, his face is burned into my memory. And it just bums me out because I absolutely love Fist of the North Star. I think that Fist of the North Star was extremely important for a lot of modern macho anime and manga. They helped them figure out what all of them were, and I think that it's just so sad when you see stuff like this. Pokemon 2000 DBZ movies. Yeah, he was fucking. This guy was legendary, CJ. That's what I was saying. If you've probably seen him around. I don't know how many people realize who he is, but yeah, this one sucks. We're at that point now where unfortunately Japan is you're finding a lot of Japanese animators and artists are reaching that older stage where their life is in a balance. And we might see some more pass away as time goes on. But yeah, it's a weird feeling because the games industry hasn't hit that point yet, where we are finding very notable game developers and who have made things that are extremely prevalent and people respect them greatly. We haven't reached that point where they're old enough to do that. But we have a scenario here where the definitely having that with anime and manga, and we will have that sometime soon. So I swear to God, if Oda dies before finishing One Piece, I think the thing is with One Piece, Oda takes his time with it, and he very much is the type of person that he gets very ill very easy, but because of they know how important he is, they really just take the time that they if you need to take a break, you do take a break, and he does. He works himself really hard, but at the same time, he doesn't go overboard. Oda only sleeps 3 hours a day, hence why he gets sick. He's one of those things where it's like he overworks himself, and then he'll rest for quite some time, and then he'll overwork himself and then rest. One Piece was the friends we made along the way. Medic, you have no idea, if... The thing is that is a very high possibility as to what the One Piece could be somewhat relative to. I'm fairly sure we know what the One Piece is, though, to some degree. If you guys haven't been really lore hunting in One Piece, there is a high possibility we might kind of know what it is more so than we have ever had before. Only ones we really lost in games like Gunpei Yokoi and Iwata. Yeah, exactly, CJ. That's the thing. It's ones that were taken far too early are the ones that we definitely know. I haven't watched it, so I wouldn't know. Yeah, I think that's probably like a lot of people, unfortunately. One Piece is pretty fucking amazing. I think here we go. Here's another manga/anime section. I need a manga anime section. Maybe we need to have me do categories within it. It's like the manga anime section. But yes, we are going to see a Star Wars anime, if you guys did not know. And it is debuting in September, but it is having quite the category? What's the word I'm looking for? Breed? It has a good... It's very high quality. They've got a lot of very important people working on this. Hey, Nail. How you doing? Welcome in. We have Gene Studio, Kamikaze Doga, Kineme Citrus, Project IG, Science Sarah. I don't know who Science Sarah is. Studio Colorido, and Studio Trigger. Some pretty fucking big names here. I haven't actually watched this trailer, so let's check it out together.
A great warrior came to this village and entrusted our ancestors with this. Its power and responsibility now lie with you.
Wait, is this Star Wars with a Japanese tone? Wait, are they full on going? So if you guys don't know, Star Wars is meant to be inspired by samurai. So are they going full Japanese with this anime?
By the Force since you were born.
Wait, oh my god, there's an anime, there's a fucking animal girl? I have no idea if this is going to be any good. It'll animate gorgeous, it'll just be, this is going to be gorgeous, but I really don't know what this is going to be in terms of story. So I might just watch this as dumb fun, but which, from looking at that scene, it might be a lot of dumb fun. Oh, whoa, what the heck?
Let's make this our best show ever.
If you didn't tell me this was Star Wars at first, I'd be like, is this a weird Star Wars fan thing? It's very funny. It doesn't evoke Star Wars at all. It just looks like silly fun. It looks like the Animatrix. Yeah, it does. I actually thought the same, Nail. It has kind of Animatrix sort of vibes of just being everything.
I accept this responsibility.
Oh, this is why there was I've seen that now. Okay, I saw an anime furry girl that I saw the internet going on about, and I had no idea what it was about. So that's what that was. Okay. Boba Fett needed to commit war crimes. This is where that wife of General Grievous came from? Yeah, it looks like it. I heard the new trailer drew on Japanese cinema, but I heard Star Wars and zoned out. Yeah, I think that looks really good. I think that I'm going to watch that. Even though I'm very not Star Wars person these days. I haven't really followed Star Wars since the original prequels. I really liked the original prequels growing up, but that was about it. I never was like a super Star Wars fanboy, but yo, I'm over Star Wars, but that looks good. Yeah, I mean, there'll be alternative ways to watch it, CJ, I'm sure. We'll continue. We'll finish up our fighting game parts because I feel like there's 3 things that we need to like my sections. Maybe we need to do that. Maybe I start needing having sections in the news, which is like I think like 3 sections definitely is fighting games, business time, anime, manga, and I don't know, Nia. Those are the 3 that definitely. But if you guys didn't see, this was leaked a very long time ago, but it was revealed finally, and it was actually leak revealed, was the trailer for Baiken for Samsho. So the only correct character that should be in Samsho from Guilty Gear is the samurai girl herself, Baiken. Oh, okay. Let's watch this on YouTube, I guess. Might watch it for the animation. I think it'd be worth it. Oh, this is, hang on. We want the actual Baiken trailer. We don't actually want her gameplay. I want...
Peggy 16.
Are you gonna give it to me?
Peggy 16.
Hey, Scrubby. Welcome on in. But yes. Baiken is the choice here. Yeah. She's pretty cool. I don't know if her playstyle will work with Samsho, but I guess we'll see. Here comes a daredevil. The angry woman herself. Matete. I love it. As also, someone pointed out to me it's Guilty Gear Xrd as the crossover because like Baiken's not in Strive yet. I don't know why they did just say Guilty Gear, but you know, whatever. SNK do whatever SNK want, I guess. She actually looks alright too. But you can see she's way slower. The one-armed samurai. Tatami Gash! But yeah, so it doesn't look like you can combo too hard because Samsho is very like, it's not like big combos, it's just like big hits. You want to try and disarm the opponent because if you don't, they will just fuck you up. Deep voiced women. Baiken's very cool. Baiken is definitely one of those ones that she's got one of the big cult following of fan favorites in Guilty Gear. I really like her voice actor though. I think they did it very good with the Xrd voice actor. But yeah, the Baiken's coming. I probably won't play this just because I don't really like Samsho's playstyle. But she's a very cool character, and she's still kind of an enigma in a sense for what she's done in the world for Guilty Gear. Like, she kind of is just the roaming samurai. Oh, thank you for the water, Alex and Medic. Only need one arm to kick your ass. I know, she does. She does it. She is extremely strong. She is a... basically, she was not a Japanese person, but learned how to be a samurai, which is still not quite answered with... So if you guys don't know, in Guilty Gear, Japan was nuked. Japan doesn't exist. Yeah. That's why there's Japanese refugees, and there's very few Japanese characters in Guilty Gear. But in particular, Baiken somehow knows how to be a samurai, and so does the new character, Nagoriyuki. Unsure why he knows. He is a vampire, so I don't know if he's old enough that he's been he was taught before Japan got nuked, or he's met someone in particular. And it seems like him and Baiken have some sort of connection, but also him and Slayer. I mean, the vampires obviously must know each other because they're all pretty old. So Japan was nuked. Yeah, Japan doesn't exist. That's a big point in Exerd as well, because there's a large portion of the story is about refugees. Hey NC, how you doing? But yeah, Baiken, she's here, and I think that's all the fighting games for now. For now, we're going to move into more business talk. It's business time. So California regulators on Riot Games. So we've talked about previously the Activision Blizzard lawsuit. Now, if you didn't see, the Riot one is still ongoing, and currently being claimed that they're actually stalling everything related to it, which they were very upset, Riot themselves, coming out and saying they weren't. But it's the Activision Blizzard one has caused a lot of focus on the Riot one again, which is good to see. But it's basically the regulators have said, let your employees know that they can speak to us. Riot Games has been very, very strong arm in this scenario on their employees. They were pretty much stopping a lot of the, I guess, walkouts and I was going to say riots, the protests. Now, one of the things is that this is going to be interesting to see whether or not the Activision Blizzard one keeps its momentum up and they can nail down all the things that they need to get them in trouble. And then for this one, if they can bring the momentum back to this one and both of them can be dealt with, that would be very good to see. So yeah, just still a interesting time. Stop bullying me. I would never bully you, Medic. Never ever. But yeah. But in other news for business, if you guys didn't see, there is a new game mode for Fortnite. And it is basically just Among Us. And the more I looked into this, the more it's just Among Us, and it's kind of theft. And these things happen, unfortunately, because there's a weird thing about you want to talk about copyright and a lot of stuff like this. It's very hard to copyright a particular idea in terms of a gameplay stylings in video games. If it's a clone, you find clone games everywhere, and really, it's a scenario here where they can kind of do this, but the Among Us people are not happy about it. There are Among Us games that are clones, and Among Us is a clone of another style of game, but it's really fucking crazy to me because this one rips it off really directly, unlike some of the others. Unknown Grounds or something? Oh no. Yeah, I mean, that's the thing, CJ. That's true. Fortnite is essentially a rip-off of another game, because the base Fortnite is a single-player experience, like, not single-player experience, a PvE experience, not PvP. And that actually seems fun and interesting to me, but that didn't work for them, so then they span off into doing the Battleground style. But yeah, what's this about the Blizzard lawsuit? Not really much right now, Scrubby. It looks like it's still proceeding forward. There's a lot of stuff being revealed, which I don't know if I grabbed the article on the Google stuff, but there is a little bit about Google and Epic that's been coming up, but there's not really much about the lawsuit with Activision Blizzard right now. I think it's just moving forward. But yeah, so Fortnite, don't know what's going to happen here. I don't think that they're going to get in trouble, but the Among Us team very not happy about this. So I've seen a few posts that sort of like it, just the fact that it just, they call it creatively bankrupt. So yeah, there you go. Players Underground, or I don't know, I never played it. I never played it either, actually, Medic. It is a funny thing. More business talk. Starbreeze net sales up Q2, but losses increased to 832%. Holy crap. Starbreeze, I don't know how this company still exists. Starbreeze is a company, if you guys don't know, they are the people who make Payday. I played the original Payday. It was okay. It was pretty rough. I don't think I played Payday 2, but this is a company that keeps resurrecting itself. It has a lot of debt. There was criminal stuff related to it at some point, I'm fairly sure, where it was like how the company was being run, and then they purged a lot of that stuff and tried to go legit. But there's still just so much stuff that's dodgy about this company, and it just keeps coming back. I don't know how this game keeps, like this game and this organization keeps functioning, but yeah, with losses like that, it makes me wonder how they can keep themselves alive. I just don't understand. Among Us fan? Among Us. Above Us. Creatively bankrupt? Yeah, I mean, the thing is, Fortnite, unfortunately, is like, there's a lot of crossovers, there's a lot of things. I think there's a lot of passion in that team, but at the same time, there's a lot of stuff that's kind of just like, I don't know. Fortnite, not my thing. I love PUBG, or Plunkbat as we call it. Racked up 300 hours into it in 2017. Oh my god, of course you did, CJ. I could see you playing PUBG. When I went on holiday and came back to find it flooded with hackers. Yeah, I mean, that game got too big for its own good. Like, I feel like as a spin-off from like Daisy and all that sort of stuff, I think it was like an interesting thing that happened, but at the same time, I think that game went way further than anyone is expecting. Winner, no dinner. No dinny for you. But yeah, Starbreeze, we'll see. We'll see if they keep existing. I feel like they're kind of like, I don't want to call them a cockroach. I think that's a little mean, but they really won't die. Like, this is a company that just seems to keep surviving somehow, and I don't really quite understand. But yeah, Starbreeze. Moving on, Biomutant has topped 1 million sales and recouped development costs. So, I haven't played Biomutant. I really do want to play Biomutant at some point. It does look fun. It's very different to what it originally was shown off to be, and it kind of went in a direction that I wasn't too much of a fan of. However, I'm happy to see this, because I didn't think this game would sell that well. I was really worried, because it kind of went into dev hell, got really delayed, and then it finally came out and it looked quite different to what we thought it was originally. But making 1 million sales is pretty fucking good. I do want to revisit this at some point, and maybe we'll play it on stream just to see what it's like. But yeah, for a game that's an action game that allows you to create a build that changes your visible, like what your character looks like, I think seems pretty fun. My issue is that the gameplay does look a little bit stretched thin in some areas, and it became an open world game for some reason. So, I don't know. I am interested still, but it might take some time to get to it. My glasses. I love my big glasses. Blue box. Doctor Who. I do believe we have another one. We have a few other business ones. Here, okay. This is the one I was talking about before. So, again, I was talking about the Epic lawsuit with Apple, bringing up a lot of stuff. And now it's one of those things that we've got here is Epic claims that Google offered preferential treatment to keep devs in the Play Store. So we kind of talked about this, I think, last week or the week before. But yeah, we're getting a bit more around this stuff where it's like they're specifically stating how Google's internals work for the Play Store. And a lot of this is pretty obvious. We can kind of understand that this is what they want to do to try and get people to stay on their on the platform, and to try and like the battle between Google and iOS is like, it's just definitely something that's ongoing, and we just don't see it that much, especially for someone like me that doesn't really care much about the mobile platform anymore. That like, yeah, Google strong arming is not something that we should be too surprised about. Epic Game Store, however, is talking about making self-publishing tools, and it's entered into its closed beta. So if you guys didn't see this is something I was very positive on. I think self-publishing is extremely good for developers, just because a lot of indies, a lot of smaller ones, it gives them the ability to try and do it without having to find like publishers in an area that there aren't too many good choices for them, or getting ripped off and stuff like that. So it's pretty cool to see. I think that Epic is offering a lot of support for developers. I think that they are really championing some really good efforts, and it would be nice to see other like game platforms do some of the stuff here that Epic are. But really, Epic is the only one making such a like bold strides forwards in an era where like it's becoming a bit funny between having to interact with the console market and even the PC market to some degree. So yeah, this is cool to see. I really am excited by this. I'd love to see like some smaller companies get built up from using these tools, but only time will tell. All right, that's business, chat. That's business. Maybe that's the tagline to the section. That's business. Now, if you guys didn't see, here's from serious to silly. The serious man himself in a ball. Kiryu Kazuma in a ball. He's in a monkey ball. If you guys didn't see this trailer, Monkey Ball doing a lot of crossovers with Sega stuff. And yeah, I love this. This is very silly. But if you guys don't know, this is very special. Not just the fact he's collecting Staminex. The man who made Monkey Ball is the man who made the Yakuza series. So it's a weird coming full circle scenario here where he gets to see his protagonist in a monkey ball. And I think it's just very funny. I very much like this. It's very cute. I like his model. I think it's just fun. There's a lot of fun stuff in this new monkey ball. I still don't know if I would necessarily pick it up, but because not just because I'm not a huge monkey ball fan, but just because of the fact that it does look like it does have still a lot of rehash stuff. But there is a lot of like love like put into this for like fans, like for the series and of spin-offs and stuff. Yo, it's me, Kiryu. Starts beating up drunk people. No, Kiryu beats up like villains. He's a good boy. Kiryu, very good boy. Oh, I missed it. I missed this business bit. Another business. Sea of Thieves Pirate's Life expansion spells record-breaking month for Rare. So this is pretty cool. I am a big fan of Sea of Thieves, sort of how they've pushed forward and being able to reinvent themselves, make themselves bigger and everything like that. But it's definitely one of those things where I really want to find the time to play this. But this is the one that, of course, this done well. If you don't know, this was the expansion for Sea of Thieves that had Johnny Depp in having a crossover with Pirates of the Caribbean. So there's a lot of impersonators in this particular expansion, and people seem to like it. Apparently it's just got some really good fun content, and people were really thirsty for new content in Sea of Thieves. So yeah, this is a game that I, again, should have died, didn't die because of the hard efforts of the team, and it actually has finally found its like correct collective of people that want to play it, which is cool to see. What is this, CJ? Oh my god, yes. If you guys didn't see that, we will talk about more about this before. I actually found a really good one. CJ, there's a better edit of this. There is a chibi... It's literally someone's inserted Kiryu into the Pokemon world, but we'll talk about that soon enough. Oh, so this is a trailer I want to check out. This is just something fun for us to check out together because I didn't see this. But there is a game called Nostalgia Train, and I think that the art style looked really interesting. It's Japanese. It looks like a Japanese indie. I don't know why it's in such a low resolution. I feel like this is the type of game that might just get me in terms of just tone. I've talked about this before where it's like, there's something about like isolated train on a platform. Like that little moment in Spirited Away with the train is just, there's something there. And it's not just me. There's lots of people have this weird feeling about just a tiny platform and a singular train just going somewhere and just, I don't know what it is. I can't tell it. I can't explain it. It just gives you just this feeling. And the fact that there's places in Japan where it's just like this, where it's just you just explore these little environments, and I think that you look at this and you're like, yep, I know exactly what the kind of town and what kind of vibe they're going for with this. Now, unfortunately, I can't read what's actually on screen, but it looks extremely charming. This will probably not really come to the West, but yeah. How do you feel about the opening scene about Once Upon a Time in the West? I have never seen that, CJ. Is it? I'm assuming it has a little train. It's just weird because it's called Nostalgic Train, and it's funny because I feel like it hits people in nostalgia even though they don't have nostalgia for it. It's a weird feeling to describe. Hey Rosary, how you doing? You can't come in like that so strong, Rosary. It takes place on a load train station in the middle of nowhere. You'd be surprised at how much it just is everywhere. It's just crazy just how much you'll see that sort of that styling, and it's just a global thing. It's not just a Japanese thing. And it's I really like it. Pretty sad. Wait, you're pretty sad, Rosary. Oh, I'm sorry to hear. Interesting. The opening scene referenced FMA's anime third. Really? Huh. Weird. My Switch stopped working and I had to replace it. I didn't have a Nintendo account, so I got it. Oh, Rosary. Oh, that sucks. Oh shit. Wow, that's brutal. How many games did you have? Because that so many things might have been affected by that. So if you guys didn't see, the Sonic team has been doing a lot of like little animations and things, and I might have to watch this later because they made a full-on 6-minute Sonic Colors animations. They're doing a Pokemon. Pokemon's been doing a lot of these, and this art style looks very cute. I really like this. I never played Sonic Colors. I don't know if I will play Sonic Colors, but I kind of want to watch this animation. Also, what happened to? I thought all the voice actors were being fired. I thought they weren't coming back. No. I'm fairly sure that's Sonic's voice actor and Tails' voice actor still. So. But yeah, I'll watch that later. If you guys haven't seen it and you want to check it out, I'll drop a link in chat. But I am excited for Sonic Colors. Hey Zeus, how you doing? Have I seen it? I'm actually going to go watch it. We're actually going to do a Let's Watch after we finish. We only got 2 articles to go, and then we're going to do a Let's Watch of the Pokemon presentation. So yeah, I only had the Switch for 4 days. Holy shit, Rosary, really? What the hell? Man, you must have got a really not great one. Hey, Tanuki, welcome on in. Sonic? I love Sonic. I love Sonic. I'm a big Sonic fan. It's come across a few times, I guess, but one day we'll get super into it. Bro, need me Eggman in Smash he Egg Boy? What? Medic? Sonic Eggman is where it's at? What? Have you turned Scottish, Medic? What's happening? Okie dokie. Yeah, we'll jump into Pokemon very shortly. Did you hear about the stress test? I did hear about the stress test. I didn't bring it up today because the stress test probably doesn't impact too many people, but we're probably approaching a point where we're going to see more and more new 14 expansion stuff. Because we've still got quite a while, but we'll see. Yes, I'm Italian. That's not what I said. All right. This one came out of nowhere. So Quake is getting a remaster, which is super weird. I was not a massive Quake fan. I played a lot of Quake multiplayer with friends. Actually, Quake was something that I modded. Not this Quake, the later Quakes. So it's a bit weird to have this happening. Wait, what the hell? Wait, was that in a different language? But yeah, I guess Doom got remastered and stuff like that. We're now Quake maybe getting the treatment as well. And who knows, maybe Quake will return. Why is it, does it look like, it looks like Spanish, like on screen. Quake Remastered already out on Switch. Got friends who are big into it and they say the port is good. Oh wait, CJ, is this a port? Is this just a port? I didn't know that there was a Quake Remaster. Yeah, it's in Spanish? That's what I thought. Why is it like... Why is it in Spanish? I don't know why they've picked that. Maybe there's multiple trailers and this is the one they picked. But yeah, if you have never seen like how these games play, it's just Doom on crack. This game's just Doom on crack. And some people were really into that. El Diego? Yeah, Spanish. But yeah, Quake. Alright. Now, for the big announcement. If you guys didn't see the most important announcement of the day, Skyrim is getting announced again. It's getting released again. You never escaping Skyrim, chat. Legitimately, this game keeps coming back. What is happening? How can they keep doing this? But oh my god. So if you didn't see, Skyrim is getting an anniversary edition for next-gen consoles, which means it's getting a new coat of paint, and it's getting actual mods added to it. There is no trailer for this, by the way. It's just them saying it's Skyrim. So, oh my gosh, I can't believe this is a thing. Translation is Daimono stream when? When stream me? Me stream always. I'm always stream. One day, I was actually talking about Tanuki is maybe I'll do like, I was thinking about it is like, do I want to do there was two stream types I was thinking about. One is doing like an explorative of like one of those, like, what's that Google Maps game? Whatever the Google Maps game is, because I do like doing that. The other thing is doing the translation one. There are two ones that I always see where it's like a weird, like, it keeps coming back. I maybe would want to do like a Japanese one to make myself reacquainted with the language because I'm so rusty. Skyrim, Todd Howard, GeoGuessr, that's the one. Thank you, CJ. But yeah, that might be fun sometime. But yeah, Skyrim's coming back, and it's yeah. Just more people. It's pretty much just everyone's just going to have Skyrim at some point. And they need to buy time still because Skyrim, Elder Scrolls 6 is still ages away. I can't stress how far away that is. I remember when... Wait, sorry, CJ. GeoGuessr is not free anymore? Are you for real? Is that real? I speak it moderately since lockdown started. I've been speaking constant English as the rust kicks in. Yeah, I'm not fluent or anything like that, Tanuki, but it was like, if I want to go back, I probably should start prepping myself again, because otherwise I'm going to struggle. But yeah, there's a free-to-play GeoGuessr, but you can't move around? Really? What the fuck? Is that true? That's crazy. So how do you... CJ, then how do you pay for it? Do you go to the website? Or is it like there is Steam app or something now? I'm fluent in giving ass whoopings. Heck yeah. Check the spooky cancel. What is this, CJ? What have you linked me? Oh shit, no way. That's really funny. Holy crap, that's such a weird reference, CJ. So what's this movie? Once Upon a Time in the West. Wow. So if you don't know, down here is Full Metal Alchemist, the third opening, and this is Once Upon a Time in the West. What is it? Once Upon... What is this? It is a 1968 spaghetti western film. Okay, so this is why there's no way I would know what this is. Huh. That's pretty cool. That kind of makes sense. Like, actually makes a lot more sense because there's actually a lot of references in FMA. On 14, you can whoop ass on Titan's dummy thick booty. I don't know, he's not dummy thick when he's in the Ultra version. You probably don't know the harmonica song from it. Muse did a cover for it. Oh, really? I might have heard the cover, I don't know. But hey, Pink Guy, how you doing, man? It's referenced a lot. Great movie. Yeah, I imagine this looks like, considering what it is, I would imagine this is a movie that's referenced a fuckload. Wait, is this the scene? Oh, okay. Is this where these scenes are from? Okay, that's interesting. Weird. Okay. It's a slow watch. I mean, it's old spaghetti western. That's how they are, man. Like, they kind of are old. Like, a lot of old movies are just slow. How you doing, Pinko? We're talking about a reference that was in FMA, but then we got spiraled off from doing the Skyrim. But all right, that's all the news for today. So we're actually going to go do Pokemans now. So if you guys strap in, second half of the news is a let's watch of the Pokemon announcements. So I've already watched this. So this will be just me talking about what's in this because there's a lot to talk about.